welcome back to the Mahnomen High School Gymnasium as we get our Hoban's Plumbing and Heating pregame show going for the boys matchup, the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds and the Red Lake Warriors. My name is Sean Bierk, the broadcast call tonight here in Mahnomen. Thanks to all the sponsors that make it possible. Please patronize the advertisers that you hear and see throughout this broadcast. Thank you to Sadie Peterson. She's my Your Live event engineer for the evening. Thunderbirds coming in with a record of 6-2 on the season, coming off of a victory over Park Christian last week. Red Lake 4-4 coming into this ball game. A shortened Hoban's Plumbing and Heating pregame show here tonight. Hoban's Plumbing and Heating, 218-983-3611, proudly serving the Lakes area and beyond for over 30 years. It's Hoban's Plumbing and Heating. Thunderbirds earlier had a couple of games, had another game scheduled last week that was canceled due to weather, so they just had the one game in at Park Christian last week. That's been their first game coming out of the holiday break, this being their second. Red Lake had a game earlier this week, or last week, a victory over Walker Hackensack Akeley, a high-scoring affair. It was in the 80s, and Red Lake came away with a big win as they defeated Walker Hackensack Akeley. Looking forward to a good one here tonight as we get things ready to roll. We'll go to a timeout. We'll come back. We'll talk about the matchup. We'll get into more Hoban's Plumbing and Heating pregame show. The Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds, the Red Lake Warriors. It's boys basketball on Gold 101.5 KRJM and YourLiveEvent.com. Whether it's plumbing or heating, call the professionals with Hoban's Plumbing and Heating, 218-983-3611. Hoban's Plumbing and Heating works with Rheem water heaters, Tempstar furnaces, and they also work with geothermal, northern heat pumps, and they have North Star water softeners that you can buy or rent. Whether it's plumbing or heating, contact the professionals with Hoban's Plumbing and Heating to get the job done. Hoban's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving the Lakes area and beyond for over 30 years. Call 218-983-3611.
This is Jim Berkemeyer, owner of R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Together with Bernie, we're inviting you to join us on a tour of Victoria, Vancouver, and the Canadian Rockies, July 14th through 23rd. On this tour, we'll visit historic Victoria, tour the breathtaking Butchert Gardens, and experience the stunning scenery of the Canadian Rockies via rails train. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ. Learn more about this tour and watch the travel show, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure. Remember the keyword RJ.
Coming June 23rd through the 25th at Brainerd International Raceway, the Midwest Premier Country and Rock Festival. Lakes Jam presented by R&J Broadcasting. On the Bud Light main stage, hear John Party, Tesla, Gabby Barrett, Warrant, Kix, Mark Wills, and more. It's more than a music festival with watercross, drifting, poker tourneys, lawnmower racing, and more. For tickets and more information, visit lakesjam.com.
Larson Parts and Repair Inc., Highway 59 in Bijou does it all. They provide full shop services for your tractors, combines, trucks, pickups, and cars. Their tire department carries a full line of name brand tires, and they've got state-of-the-art alignment equipment. And don't forget about the parts department. They have parts for just about anything, right down to your lawnmower. Call today, 218-935-2774. Larson Parts and Repair Inc., Highway 59 in Bijou. Realty can be confusing. That's why it's important to choose a professional when you're buying or selling. Anthony Lavoie with Lavoie Realty Incorporated offers full commercial real estate services, agricultural land sales, hunting land sales, all categories of commercial real estate sales, commercial space leasing, real estate consulting, and real estate investing. Contact Anthony today. 218-261-1137. Anthony.
With auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
Linforce, your insurance source. Visit Linforce Agency with locations in Boston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Mahnomen, and Ada.
Well, let's get into our Norman County Implement starting lineups. Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North in Ada. Right now, they've got Rem grain vacs for sale or rent. Call Chuck or Neil for purchase price or rental rates on new Rem grain vacs currently on the lot. And make sure to schedule your service work for the winter months on combines, tractors, beat equipment. You can call Norman County Implement to schedule 218-784-2961. And don't forget, if you need parts for your equipment, visit with the guys at the parts counter for all your parts for your farm equipment. 218-784-2961. It is Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North in Ada. Norman County Implement starting lineups. We'll start with the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds. Starting for the Thunderbirds, a senior, number 1, Loden Clark. A senior, number 4, Will Starkey. A junior, number 11, Dennis Ashley. A senior, number 21, Tanner Pazernick. And a senior, number 23, Rolando Ellis. Thunderbirds coached by John Clark Jr. Assistant coaches include Jason Clark, Scotty Thomas, also Hunter Clark. They wear the teal jerseys, black and white trim, black and white numbers and letters. Thunderbirds across the front. Thunderbirds coming to the record of 6-2 on the season. Starting lineups tonight for the Red Lake Warriors is a junior, number 3, Cade Bolio. Also a senior, number 12, Justice Iceman. A sophomore, number 21, Gerald Kingbird Jr. And also a junior, number 23, Joshua Graves. And a senior, number 35, Isaac Spears. The Red Lake Warriors are coached by Nolan Desjardins. Assistant coaches are Gerald Kingbird Sr. and Christopher Jourdain Sr. Red Lake wearing the white jerseys, the red and black trim, red and black numbers and letters. Red Lake across the front. Warriors are 4-4. Thunderbirds have actually changed their starting lineup a little bit here on me. As Bo Hoban getting a start for the Thunderbirds, a senior. Also senior number 3, Sam Zima, getting a start in place of Will Starkey and Dennis Ashley. Starting lineups tonight are brought to you by Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North in Ada. Good evening, everyone. My name is Sean Bierk, the broadcast call tonight. Thanks for tuning in. My Your Live event engineer is Sadie Peterson for the evening. Here we go. It'll be Rolando Ellis jumping against Isaac Spears. Jump ball control by the Thunderbirds. And the Thunderbirds look inside to Rolando Ellis. A little touch pass and good for Rolando Ellis. So Ellis gets the bucket. It's 2-0. Red Lake with the basketball. They go left side to Graves. Graves up top. Bounce pass left side. Bolio. Bolio dribbling out of traffic. Goes right side. This is Kingbird Jr. Kingbird lofts to the left side. Pass is tipped. Still loose. And then the Thunderbirds get the turnover. Back the other way. Here's Loden Clark trying to dish inside. Pass knocked out of bounds. 2-0. Thunderbirds lead. It'll be Thunderbird basketball as Sam Zimmel inbound. Here's Rolando Ellis launching the 3. It rolls off. No good. Rebounded by Bo Hoban. Hoban out to Clark. Now it's Zima trying the 3. That one's no good. Next rebound down to Cade Bolio. And Bolio's coming back the other way. Bolio through traffic, trying to make things happen. Turns the ball over as Rolando Ellis up the floor to Loden Clark. Clark has his shot blocked. Knocked out of bounds. Getting the block is Gerald Kingbird. Thunderbirds inbound to Rolando Ellis. Ellis comes out to Tanner Pazernick. Pazernick over to Loden Clark. Clark going to launch the 3, and Clark good for 3. 5-0 Thunderbirds. Kingbird with the basketball to Graves. They'll get it up the floor, and now it's Spears. Spears off his toes. And back the other way comes Tanner Pazernick for the Thunderbirds. Pazernick out to Clark. Clark goes right side. To the base slide with Hoban. Now it's Pazernick, back to Clark. Clark into the corner, Zima. Zima nothing there, now Zima back, Clark up top. They get inside to Bo Hoban. Hoban has it ripped right out of his hands by Isaac Spears. And coming back the other way is Gerald Kingbird. Kingbird lost the basketball. Turnover number 4. Here comes Tanner Pazernik. Pazernik, left-handed lay, blocked. Blocked by Graves. And they go up the floor to Iceman. Iceman right side in the corner. 3 on the way from Kingbird, won't fall. Rebounded by Tanner Pazernik. Pazernik back to the way, 5-0 Thunderbirds. Zimma. Zimma going to hold up. Skips it across to Loden Clark. Clark skips it back to Sam Zimma. Now it's Rolando Ellis. As they go inside to Bo Hoban. Hoban outside to Zimma. Zimma has it swiped out of his hands and then saves it to Tanner Pazernik. Pazernik goes left side to Loden Clark. Clark down to Hoban on the baseline, inside to Rolando Ellis. Ellis a little short shot in the paint, good. 7-0 Thunderbirds lead. Pass up the floor to Justice Iceman. It's Kingbird down to the left side. Spears out. 3 on the way, no good from Bolio. Rebound tipped, comes down to Joshua Graves. And then the ball knocked out of bounds by the Thunderbirds. It'll stay with the Red Lake Warriors. 7-0 Thunderbirds leading, 15-13 to play first half. Graves inbounds to Spears. Spears up strong. Isaac Spears for 2. 7-2. Thunderbirds leading to begin this one. 15 minutes to play in the half. Left side, Loden Clark. Clark skips all the way across to Tanner Pazernik. Pazernik on a 3, and it's good. Tanner Pazernik for 3. It's 10-2. 8-point ball game. Kingbird up the floor right over the head of Justice Iceman, and then he threw it right between the legs of Rolando Ellis, who jumped over the attempt to throw it off him. So it is a turnover on Red Lake. Then it'll be Thunderbird basketball. Zimma bringing it across to Clark. Now to Tanner Pazernik, feeling it from 3, didn't get that one to fall. And on the rebound, Bo Hoban got on the arm of Joshua Graves. Hoban with his first personal. 10-2, Thunderbirds leading first half. Inbound on the way, goes to Graves. Thunderbirds with the press. They loft it up the floor to Justice Iceman. Ellis got a hand on it, and then Iceman can't get the shot to fall. Spears down to the rebound, couldn't get that one to fall. Next board is down to Rolando Ellis. And back the other way come the Thunderbirds. Right side, Pazernik, baseline Hoban. Extra pass inside, knocked away. Substitutions, Tyson MacArthur, Will Starkey, Dennis Ashley coming in. Bo Hoban, Rolando Ellis, Sam Zimma coming out. It'll be Thunderbird basketball as Starkey inbound, 14-13 to play first half, and it's a 10-2 lead for the Thunderbirds. Inbound on the way to MacArthur, out to Loden Clark. They skip it all the way to Tanner Pazernik. Here's Dennis Ashley, down to Starkey on the baseline, out to Pazernik. Left side, Loden Clark. Now it's MacArthur, and MacArthur lost it out of bounds. Turnover number 3. 13:58 to play in the half. 10-2, Thunderbirds lead by 8. Cross, this is Bolio, cross half court, down to Iceman. It's knocked out of bounds. So the inbound coming here for Red Lake. As they look to, and the ball is tipped, and then it goes off of one and off of another, and it's a turnover on Red Lake. Quick pull up for Loden Clark is no good. Rebound comes down to Loden Clark, and then we got a jump ball. Possession arrow, Red Lake. So that's a turnover. Well, not necessarily a turnover, but it'll be Red Lake basketball as the Thunderbirds will keep the press on. Kingbird over to Bolio. Up the floor, picked off by Tyson MacArthur. The floor to Loden Clark. Clark dishes to Dennis Ashley. Extra pass to Pazernik. Almost stolen away. Thunderbirds get it back under control. They leave it for Loden Clark in the corner. Clark for 3, and it's good. Loden Clark hits his second 3, and now it's an 11-point lead. Joshua Graves with the basketball, lost the dribble. Over to Gerald Kingbird. Now it's Graves and a 10 call on the Red Lake Warriors. Turnover number 8. So, a timeout on the floor. We'll take it. Community Co-op Energy Solutions. Scoreboard 12:52 to play. First half, Thunderbirds lead the Red Lake Warriors 13-2. At the Mahnomen School District, their mission is to provide the opportunity for high achievement for all learners, promoting academics, citizenship, and individual self-esteem, with an emphasis on 21st century skills. For more information on the Mahnomen School District and what's going on at the school, log on to www.mahnomen.k12.mn.us. Good luck to the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds from the Mahnomen School District.
Yeah, so that's not something you're typically going to hear on this station. But you're also not typically going to hear your bank say, that's free, or we're not going to charge you as much as other banks because we don't think it's right. At Midwest Bank, you're not going to hear the typical bank talk because we're not just any bank. MidwestBank.net. Banking your way. Member FDIC.
Visit with Midwest Bank in Waubun, 218-473-2191. 13-2. Mahnomen Waubun leads by 11, their greatest lead of the evening here in boys basketball tonight, part of this doubleheader. Pasternak with the basketball. They go up to Will Starkey on the baseline. Starkey throws it right into the hands of Joshua Graves on the baseline. Kingbird coming back the other way. Now over to Justice Iceman, back out to Kingbird. Kingbird back to Iceman. Iceman dribbling into traffic, kicks it back out to Kingbird. Oh, nearly lost it. Now trying to feed it to Graves. It's thrown right into the hands of MacArthur up to Loden Clark. Clark on the fast break. And the roll and one. Nice roll. Foul goes against Gerald Kingbird Jr. Substitutions, Justin Littlewolf checks in for Tanner Pasternak. And Loden Clark here with a three-point possibility. Free throw up off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Isaac Spears. And here comes Red Lake. Justice Iceman on the baseline and missed the shot. Rebounded by Loden Clark. Clark down the right side to Dennis Ashley in the middle to Tyson MacArthur. MacArthur leans in, couldn't get the shot. Rebounded by Cade Bolio. And Bolio up the floor to Kingbird. Kingbird nearly lost it, then did lose it. It's a turnover on Red Lake, their 10th. Baseball pass that Tyson MacArthur ends up with a loose ball. Into the middle, that's stolen by Cade Bolio, or tip, right into the hand of Joshua Graves. 15-2, and then a steal. And here is Tyson MacArthur, and MacArthur touches it in. I think he was going for the dunk and then settled for the little touch in. It's 17-2, it's a 15-point lead. And an over and back. Boy, this is up-tempo here. Substitutions. This could be Jeremy Brown Jr. who checked in. So it'll be Thunderbird basketball. Inside look to MacArthur at the free throw line. Touch pass out to Will Starkey, now down to Littlewolf. Littlewolf fouled on the shot, and he'll go to the line. Foul is on Gerald Kingbird Jr., his second, team second. 17-2, Thunderbirds leading here with the 11:18 to play in the half. First free throw is up, no good for Justin Littlewolf. One more coming for Littlewolf. Second free throw is off the front of the rim. Rebound comes down to Cade Bolio. And it'll be Joshua Graves across to Bolio, and they leave it for Kingbird. Here's Kingbird. Lost the basketball. Graves picks up the loose ball. Now it's to dribble out of trouble and then takes the jump shot. That's no good. Rebounded by Tyson MacArthur. And over to Dennis Ashley. Ashley coming back. Lofted to the left side to Houston Short, who checked in. Ashley, Starkey, inside look to Littlewolf. Over to Houston Short in the corner. Short will take that three. That's off the mark. Rebound And it's a race for it that Dennis Ashley gets to. And now it's Little Wolf, who was going for baseline drive, lost the handle. Nagani Burnett, Rolando Ellis, Sam Zima coming in. Starkey, Ashley, all coming off. And Tyson MacArthur off as well. Kingbird Jr. with the basketball. They look to Spears. Here's Isaac Spears, draws the double out to Jeremy Brown Jr. The left side to Graves. Graves back out. Behind the back, they leave it out for Cade Bolio. Bolio hands it off to Kingbird Jr. Now back to Joshua Graves. Graves, fall away baseline jumper is no good. Rebounded by Houston Short. And the Thunderbirds running back in transition. Justin Littlewolf steps to the line, shoots the three. That's off the mark. Rebound down to Joshua Graves, and he's fouled. So the foul is on Sam Zima, his first, team second. Red Lake basketball. Gerald Kingbird Jr. bringing it up. Right side to Bolio. Bolio coming through traffic, kicks it out. And a Jeremy Brown Jr. shot, that's no good, rebounded by Justin Littlewolf. Over to Houston Short up the floor to Ellis, back to Houston Short, who's tripped coming through, but Littlewolf picks up the loose ball. Now a nice look to Nagani Burnett, shots missed. Rebound down to Kingbird Jr. Over to Graves, Joshua Graves baseline. 17-2, Thunderbirds leading. And a three on the way from Jeremy Brown Jr. That won't fall either. Rebound goes out of bounds. Tanner Pazernik, Bo Hoban coming in, Little Wolf and Houston Short coming off. Justice Iceman checking back in. Sitting down is Brown. 17-2. Pazernik to Hoban on the baseline. Back out, Pazernik, leave it over for Zima. Zima inside flash by Rolando Ellis, just turns, takes the short jumper, rebounded by Nagani Burnett, kicks it out. Pazernik going to shoot the three, and it's good. Tanner Pazernik with his second three. 20-2, it's an 18-point ball game. Kingbird Jr. kick it out. Here's a three on the way, and it's good from Cade Bolio. Scoring drought over. It's 20-5. Thunderbirds were on a 17-0 run. Behind the back to Rolando Ellis. Or Rolando Ellis actually behind the back. Nobody was home though. That's the problem. And it'll be Red Lake basketball. Here's Kingbird over to Iceman. Iceman up top to Bolio. Bolio off the screen, comes to his right, leaves it for Iceman. Iceman driving around, leaves it for Spears, and and the ball is nearly stolen. Hoban almost had it, then fell out of bounds. Loden Clark coming in. Nagani Burnett sitting down. And the inbound goes to Cade Bolio, to Justice Iceman, into the corner to Kingbird Jr. Kingbird back to Iceman. Iceman steps in, a little runner in the paint, won't fall. Rebounded by Sam Zima. And back the other way, Hoban. And we do have an injured player down on the other end as I think Pazernik, Iceman came down and Pazernik kind of fell over the top of him. So they'll tend to the injured Red Lake Warrior, Justice Iceman. Pazernik kind of came down on his head a little bit. By no one's fault. Iceman had fallen and Pazernik was after the basketball. So they'll look to work on the injured player. We'll take a 30-second timeout. 20-5. Thunderbirds lead. 7:47 to play first half. We're back after this.
Norman County Implement has REM Grain Vacs to help you move grain. Talk with Chuck or Neil for purchase price or rental rates on REM Grain Vacs from Norman County Implement. Looking for new equipment? Talk with Chuck or Neil and get your best price and best deal. And be sure to schedule your service work for these winter months on combines, tractors, beat equipment. Call Norman County Implement to schedule winter service work, 218-784-2961. Norman County Implement, Highway 9 North Ada. Thanks you for your business.
Well, they're working on the injured Red Lake Warrior, Justice Iceman, who fell down during a rebound. He took a shot and came down to the floor, and then after the rebound, Tanner Pazernik was looking to turn and run and kind of tripped over him and landed on his head. Iceman just looked like he was in a lot of pain, pounding on the floor, and now they got him sitting up, and now he works to his feet, so able to walk off, which is a great sign. So it'll be Red Lake basketball coming out of the break. So it'll be Brown checking in for Red Lake in place of Justice Iceman. 20-5, it's a 15-point ball game. Red Lake with the basketball over to Joshua Graves. Graves in the half-court trap. Graves. And then had to just throw it off of Tanner Pazernik, and Pazernik, easy layup. So the scramble defense was able to create the turnover, and it's 22-5. All the way over to Brown in the corner, out to Joshua Graves. Graves caught again and has it stolen away by Tanner Pazernik across to Sam Zima. Zima catches on the run and lays it up and in for two. 24-5. Thunderbirds leading. Here's Kingbird caught in that half-court trap. Over the right side, bounce pass to Brown. Brown up strong, fouled. Foul going against Bo Hoban. That'll be his second. Team's third. At the line. First free throw off the front of the rim. Yep. Substitution, Isaac Spears coming out. Checking in is number 31. Second free throw good for Jeremy Brown Jr. Aiden Lucier came into the ball game. 24-6, skip it across. And now bounce pass back out to Loden Clark. Also checking in is Andrew Roy. Now into the corner, Sam Zima trying a three, and Zima good for three. So it's 27-6. Right side, this is Jeremy Brown Jr. Bounce pass out, and pass knocked away, and it was last touched by Joshua Graves, and now a timeout. Timeout, Red Lake will take it. 6:23 to play, first half. 27-6 Thunderbirds. We're back in 30 seconds.
The fall season is a perfect time to visit Pinehurst Resort on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash. Rent a cabin for the weekend. Take in the beautiful fall colors. Experience excellent fall fishing on North or South Twin Lakes. And of course, the friendly faces and the delicious food at the lodge. Call today, 218-935-5745. Pinehurst Resort, located on beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash.
27-6. Thunderbirds lead by 21, which is their greatest lead of the night. And it'll be Thunderbird basketball as Hoban will inbound. It'll be Tanner Pazernik with the basketball. Pazernik over to Clark, back to Pazernik, who will shoot the three. It's off the mark, rebounded by Cade Bolio. Bolio with four rebounds, and then Bolio's called with a carry. 15 turnovers on Red Lake. Gerald Kingbird Jr. coming in for Jeremy Brown Jr. And the Thunderbirds will have the basketball. It'll be Sam Zima with it. Zima brings it across half court. They go left side. As Rolando Ellis tried to go down to the baseline and then had it taken away and then tried to get it back and is called a foul. So Rolando Ellis picks up his first, team's fourth. It'll be Red Lake basketball. Kingbird Jr. with the basketball over to Cade Bolio on the right side. Bolio dribbles back into the middle, and then a pass that's stolen away, and here's an easy one for Loden Clark. Clark with a right-handed layup, good. He's got 10, 29-6. Kingbird Jr. to the left side to Jeremy Brown Jr. Bounce pass, stolen away by Rolando Ellis. Ellis, other end. Ellis, right-handed layup, good. 17 turnovers here on Red Lake. It's 31-6. Here's Kingbird Jr. Long three, rimmed in, rimmed out. Rebounded by Bo Hoban. Hoban, Zima over to Rolando Ellis. Left-handed layup, good. Ellis with 8, 33-6. Thunderbirds pulling away here with 5:13 to play. First half, Kingbird Jr. Left side, Cade Bolio. Bolio, top the key, back to Joshua Graves. Graves going to shoot the three, and it's good. Joshua Graves hits a three. It's 33-9. Zima, right side. This is Pazernik to Ellis. Nice pass, and Hoban underneath. Couldn't get the shot to fall. Rebounded by Gerald Kingbird Jr. And he'll come back the other way. Stops, leaves it for Joshua Graves. Graves, deep three, won't fall. Rebounded by Sam Zima. Zima on the run. Zima takes an extra step and fouled on his way to the rack. Fouls on Gerald Kingbird Jr. That's his third. So at the line is Sam Zima. First free throw is good. Substitutions. Douglas Feather checks in. Second free throw for Zima is good. So Sam Zima makes them both. Douglas Feather came in. And also Gordon Thompson Jr. came in as well. Here's Joshua Graves, and a foul called. So Graves will go to the line. Foul is on Rolando Ellis, his second. Wholesale change coming here, a line change for the Thunderbirds as Joshua Graves goes to the line. It's 35-9 Thunderbirds, 4:23 to play, first half. First one for Graves, up and in. So Isaac Spears checks in for Red Lake. In for the Thunderbirds, it's Dennis Ashley, Will Starkey, Justin Littlewolf, also Tyson MacArthur and Houston Short. Graves, one more. Second free throw, good. Graves hits them both, 35-11. Thunderbirds leading. Houston Short up the floor to Will Starkey, down to MacArthur on the baseline. MacArthur dribbling, now out to Will Starkey. Starkey to Dennis Ashley. Ashley inside. Dishes out to MacArthur, now top the key with Starkey. Over to Houston Short. Short to MacArthur. MacArthur extra pass to Littlewolf. Littlewolf. Little head fake and then up for the easy one. 37-11. 26-point lead rather. This is Bolio. Over to Thompson Jr. back to Cade Bolio. Bolio out to Gordon Thompson rather. And now the officials tracking down. So it'll be Red Lake to inbound. Inbound goes to Joshua Graves. Graves, nice look to Gordon Thompson. Just couldn't get the reverse layup. Rebounded to Tyson MacArthur. MacArthur, Ashley. Here's Will Starkey. Starkey lost the basketball and a turnover, number 10 on the Thunderbirds. So a turnover. It'll be Red Lake basketball with 3:28 to play in the first half. Checking in is Bruce Taylor. Sitting down is Gordon Thompson Jr. Now the officials are going to step in and take the basketball away from the kids that are playing in the corner. Oh, they had basketball stored all over there. Scotty Thomas is going to go take care of it. Look at that. So now the kids have nothing to play with. Inbound. Oh, boy. Douglas Feather, now it's up the floor to Joshua Graves off the glass. No good. Rebound out of bounds, and the ball last touched by the Thunderbirds. So it'll be Red Lake basketball. And the inbound coming out to Isaac Spears. Spears hands it off to Joshua Graves. Graves drives, dishes. Here's Cade Bolio, steps in for a 12-footer, won't fall. Rebounded by Justin Littlewolf. Littlewolf up the floor to Houston Short, and Short trying to catch and dish. Traveled. Turnover number 11. So it'll be Red Lake basketball with 3:02 to play. First half. 37-11, Thunderbirds leading. Bolio. Caught, trying to kick out, and then caught in a jump ball as Will Starkey tied him up, and it'll be a turnover. 18 turnovers on Red Lake. 2:53 to play in the half. Dennis Ashley coming up the floor. Ashley hands it off to Houston Short. Now skips back to Dennis Ashley. Ashley shoots the three, and he's good. So Dennis Ashley hits a three, and it's 40-11. Graves over to Bolio. Bolio back to Joshua Graves. Graves lost the basketball. Turnover Red Lake. Here's Dennis Ashley. Ashley finger roll, won't fall. Rebound down to Dennis Ashley. Missed the next one, but Littlewolf there with the rebound and put back. 42-11. 31-point deficit. Graves off the screen. Graves down the lane. Charge. Tyson MacArthur got set. Joshua Graves going to be called with a player control foul. And now we got subs coming in for Red Lake. Let's see here. Coming in is Travis Juarez Jr. and Andrew Roy coming back in. 42-11. Houston Short with the basketball. Skips back to Dennis Ashley. Ashley shoots a three, no good. And the rebound comes down to Andrew Roy. Roy up to Bruce Taylor. Taylor shoots a deep three, won't fall. Rebound by Nagani Burnett. And a foul on the board. So Nagani Burnett pulls in a rebound and then a foul shortly thereafter. 1:40 to play, 42-11 first half. They go right side to Houston Short. Short inside flash to Tyson MacArthur. Couldn't get the shot to fall. Cade Bolio down at this fifth board. And Bolio off the screen, comes to his right, hands it off to Bruce Taylor. Taylor spins, comes back to his right. Had the right idea, just took an extra step. 21 turnovers here on Red Lake. 1:18 to play in this half. 42-11. They go left side. Here's Will Starkey. Starkey, MacArthur on the baseline, out to Dennis Ashley. Ashley out to Will Starkey. Starkey going inside to MacArthur. MacArthur turns, has to do something with it, kicks it out to Dennis Ashley. Ashley has time, shoots a three. Rimmed in, rimmed out. Now it's a battle for it to the rebound, and MacArthur got it, but then the pass going inside to Dennis Ashley went right by Ashley. Substitutions, Tanner Pasternak, Loden Clark coming in. 50 seconds playing the half. Will Starkey, Tyson MacArthur coming out. 42-11. Cade Bolio with the basketball. Bolio out to Andrew Roy. Back to Bolio, hands it off to Bruce Taylor. Taylor, come back to his right, and then the ball swiped out of his hands. Last touch by Red Lake. Now the official's going to step in. It'll be Red Lake basketball. So it'll be Red Lake to inbound from their own end of the basket, or own end of the floor. 30 seconds play in the half. And the inbound pass tipped out of bounds. It'll be Red Lake to try it again. To Bruce Taylor. Taylor in the corner. Goes to the middle to Isaac Spears. Spears drives in, lost the basketball. It was knocked out of his hands by Nagani Burnett. 18 seconds to play in the half. And it'll be Red Lake basketball. So the inbound coming here. Taylor inbounds out front to Cade Bolio. Bolio down to Spears. Spears lost the basketball. Turned over another way. Loden Clark over to Tanner Pazernik. Left-handed layup, no good. Rebound put back for Loden Clark is good. 44-11 with 2 seconds. Bolio up the floor to Bruce Taylor. Taylor no one's going to get a shot off, and that'll bring us to the half. Halftime here in Mahnomen, where the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds lead Red Lake by a score of 44-11. We'll take a break. We'll come back. We'll look at the first half numbers, and we'll talk about that first half as our halftime report gets underway. At the half, Mahnomen Waubun leads Red Lake 44-11 on Gold 101.5 KRJM and yourliveevent.com.
RDK Enterprises invites you to Winter Conference 2022, January 19, 20, and 21, all 3 days. You choose whichever day fits your schedule. It's at the Avalon Event Center, Fargo. Winter Conference 2022. You'll get to hear directly from agronomists, engineers, and other employees focused on improving farm operations. Winter Conference 2022, truly focused on you and the future of your farm. To register, visit precisionplanting.com or call RDK Enterprises 701-636-2119. The
Rough Grouse Roadhouse is located just east of Island Lake, across from Mershman's Taxidermy. The Roadhouse invites you to stop in before or after the game to eat or just come in and socialize with family and friends. They also have weekly food specials. Just go to their Facebook page and see what their special of the day is, or call 668-2111. Supporting the area students in the classroom as well as in all their extracurricular activities. The Rough Grouse Roadhouse, 5 miles south of Langby on County Road 4.
When that home improvement list gets too long, the guy to call is Josh Thorpe with Son Fixed It Remodeling, 701-371-7393. Josh Thorpe does new construction, remodeling, additions, windows, siding, and roofing. When that to-do list gets too large, the man to call is Josh Thorpe with Saw and Fixed It Remodeling, 701-371-7393. Josh Thorpe with Saw and Fixed It Remodeling. The Seed Specialists, they're the guys at Select Ag on Highway 59 in Mahnomen. Contact Mitch or Tyler today, 218-936-4026. Select Ag is a Pioneer seed dealer. They carry corn, sunflower, alfalfa. They have Extend and Liberty Link brand soybeans, and they deliver. And Select Ag offers crop protection as well. Contact Select Ag today, 218-936-4026. Mitch and Tyler, your seed specialists at Select Ag in Mahnomen.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
It's always growing season here at United Valley Bank. We're focused on growth for our customers and communities, success for farms and businesses, and improvement for ourselves. Partner with us, and you'll see firsthand just how much the right hometown banking team can change your perspective. Together, there's no limit to the heights we can reach.
United Valley Bank, our roots make us stronger.
Member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
Halftime report brought to you by Farmers Union Insurance. Joe McCullum, Detroit Lakes, 218-844-5970. David McCullum of Mahnomen, 218-935-2175. The agents that will find you the best coverage and it will fit your budget. Call them today, 844-5970 for Joe in Detroit Lakes, 218-935-2175 for David in Mahnomen. Your independent agents for Farmers Union Insurance. Well, the first half has gone the way of the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds as they've moved the ball well. They have come out shooting the ball well. Used a 17-0 run to begin the ball game to build a nice lead. Red Lake would struggle to hit shots. In fact, they struggled to get shots off, struggling with the turnover bug with 22 turnovers in the first half. Mahnomen Waubun taking advantage of that, getting several layups, and then hitting the three as well. They've built a 33-point lead here at the half at 44-11. Looking inside the numbers, which are brought to you by Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer in Fertile, ChristianMotors.com. If you're looking for a huge selection, go to ChristianCarsOnline.com. It's Christian Motors. Well, Red Lake, they're led in scoring thus far by Joshua Graves. 5 points, 2 boards. He's 2 of 2 from the line. Cade Bolio, 3 points, 5 boards. Isaac Spears, 2 points, 2 boards, and Jeremy Brown Jr., 1 point here in this first half. He's 1 of 2 from the line. Red Lake, 3 of 4 from the line. They have 12 rebounds. Fouls, 3 on Gerald Kingbird Jr., 1 on Joshua Graves, 1 on Isaac Spears. The big number, 22 turnovers in the first half on Red Lake. For the Thunderbirds, they're led by Loden Clark, 12 points, 3 boards. He's knocked down a couple of triples. He's 0 of 1 from the line. Then it is Tanner Pazernick, 8 points and a board, a couple of triples and a double. Rolando Ellis, 8 points and a board on 4 doubles. It is Sam Zimma, 7 points, 2 boards. He's 2 of 2 from the line. Dennis Ashley, 3 points, 2 boards. Tyson MacArthur, 2 points, 3 boards. Justin Littlewell, 4 points, 3 boards. He is 0 of 2 from the line. Mahnomen Waubun, 2 of 5 from the free throw line. They have 20 rebounds. Fouls, 2 on Rolando Ellis, 2 on Bo Hoban, and 1 on Sam Zimma. Thunderbirds have turned the ball over 11 times in the first half. Your numbers brought to you by Christian Motors of Fertile. We'll go to a break. We'll come back. Second half is next. Farmers Union Insurance halftime report. Joe McCullum, Detroit Lakes, David McCullum of Mahnomen. It continues after this.
Glasses say so much about your personality and personal style. At Valley Vision Clinic, they are happy to work with you in selecting frames that complement your features and vision needs as well as fit your budget. If you're not sure that glasses are for you, ask the Valley Vision Clinic in Ada about contact lenses. There are many advantages to consider when determining if contact lenses are right for you, and the knowledgeable staff at Valley Vision can answer any questions you may have. For all your eye care needs, call Dr. Dave Solseng and staff at Valley Vision Clinic in Ada, 784-4091.
Parents of the students at the Waubun-Ogama-Whiter School District, keeping up with what you need to know is easy. So log on to waubun.k12.mn.us and find out what is happening at the schools. Plus view valuable resources directed towards you at the left-hand side of the homepage. And listen to the Waubun-Ogama-Whiter School News Thursday mornings at 9:05 a.m. on Gold 101.5 FM KRJM.
The White Earth Tribal and Community College is open and can help you take the next step with your education. They offer on-campus classes. Online class options are available for students as well. They're local with small class sizes and they have affordable tuition. Apply in person or online at www.wetcc.edu. And don't forget to like them on Facebook. The White Earth Tribal and Community College, open and ready to help you take the next step in your education.
The chill in the air will soon set in as winter is right around the corner. Wild Rice Electric invites you to inquire about their voluntary off-peak program available to its members. Off-peak is a great way to save on your electric bill, and with off-peak heating rates at about half the cost of the general service rate, now is a great time to save. Contact Wild Rice Electric's Member Service Department today by calling 800-244-5709 or learn more about their programs by visiting wildriceelectric.com.
Winter is a planning season for farmers, a time when your mind is on your fields. But the shorter days doesn't mean there's less work to be done. At Sis van der Haaf, we know that lower temps won't cool your passion for production. We're continually striving to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Sis van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
You may read articles that attempt to predict market conditions and returns, but these are impossible to predict. At Bighorn Financial Services, we work hard to educate our clients during the retirement planning process while providing you with a customized strategy that aims to suit your needs. We work hard to give you the confidence you need as you look to the future. Now is a great time to review your accounts, and we'd love to help you along the way. Call me, Kurt Fillion at Bighorn, to set up an appointment. 218-444-8894. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA and SIPC.
44-11 as the half. We start the second half thanks to Farmers Union Insurance, Joe McCollum, Detroit Lakes, David McCollum of Mahnomen, our halftime report sponsor, and Christian Motors, our halftime number sponsor. We're set to go on the floor for the Thunderbirds. It'll be Tanner Pasrnick, along with Sam Zimmer, Rolando Ellis, Loden Clark, and Bo Hoban. On the floor for the Red Lake Warriors, it'll be Gerald Kingbird Jr., along with Joshua Graves, Isaac Spears, Cade Bolio, and Jeremy Brown Jr. So we're set to go. It'll be Red Lake basketball as Cade Bolio will have the basketball to begin the second half. 44-11 as we get underway. Kingbird Jr. over to Joshua Graves, and Graves a long step, but Joshua Graves lays it up and in for two. 44-13. Sam Zimmer left side to Loden Clark. Inside look to Rolando Ellis, over to Loden Clark. Clark, runner in the paint, good. Off the baseline runner, good. 46-13. Kingbird Jr. just across the timeline. Goes left side to Cade Bolio. And Bolio moves around to the right to Brown Jr. Now it's a steal by Sam Zimmer. Zimmer coming back the other way. Right-handed layup good for Sam Zimmer. 48-13. Thunderbirds on top here as it's Kingbird. Outside to Brown. Brown up to Bolio. Bolio hands it back to Kingbird. Now over to Graves. Joshua Graves out front, back to Kingbird Jr. He'll stop. Contested three, and it goes out of bounds. So out of bounds. It'll be Thunderbird basketball. Sam Zimmer will come up the floor with it. Zimmer across half court, left side to Loden Clark. Skip it over to Tanner Pasrnick, out to Sam Zimmer. Zimmer's going to pop the three, won't fall. And a hard rebound there for Gerald Kingbird Jr. And here comes Red Lake. Kingbird, spin move coming back to the left, and now kicks it out to Isaac Spears. Spears will give it to Bolio, and an injured player on the floor is Joshua Graves. So Joshua Graves, they work on the, I don't know if he maybe cramped. He was kind of holding his calf, so I think he maybe cramped up. So they look to stretch the calf muscle. 48-13. Thunderbirds leading here in the second half with 16:22 to play. And possibly Nolan Desjardins out there, the head coach of the Warriors, working with Joshua Graves. So checking in for him is Gordon Thompson Jr. We'll see if they're working out. Yeah. So Graves will stand up. And Joshua Graves just cramped up. So Joshua Graves will have to go off the floor as the injured player. He'll have to come off for a little bit. And I'd assume we'll see him back here pretty quick. So he'll go right back into the check-in line. It'll be Red Lake basketball. Brown inbounds, stolen away. Turnover number 24 up the floor, and then the Thunderbirds turn it over to Cade Bolio. Bolio stops, pulls the trigger from 12. Rebound comes down to Cade Bolio. Bolio to Isaac Spears. Spears tries an extra pass into Thompson. Thompson back to Spears. Jump, good. Jump shot for Isaac Spears is good. 48-15, Thunderbirds right back the other way to Sam Zima. Zima over to Tanner Pasternak. Pasternak back over to Loden Clark. Clark, the runner, no good. Rebound comes down to Kingbird Jr. And here comes Red Lake. The other way, left side, this is Gordon Thompson Jr. Back out to Gerald Kingbird. Now it's Cade Bolio, gives it to Brown. Brown on a three, no good. Rebound comes down to Loden Clark. Clark, cross half court, lofts it into Rolando Ellis. Ellis misses the first one, then gets his own rebound, has to come out, and is fouled on the putback. Fouls on Gerald Kingbird Jr., that's his fourth. 48-15, Thunderbirds leading with 15:22 to play. First one here for Bo Hoban, up, good. Thought it was Rolando Ellis who got the board. It was actually Bo Hoban. So Joshua Graves in. Kingbird will have to sit down. One more here for Bo Hoban. Hoban's second one is good. Hoban gets them both, 50-15. 35-point difference. Bolio out to Brown Jr. Over to Gordon Thompson. That's Isaac Spears. Spears back to Brown. Brown on the drive, extra dish, nice job. Thompson missed the shot. Rebound comes down to Bo Hoban. Hoban, they lofted ahead to Rolando Ellis. Ellis, right hand of layup, no good. Rebound to Brown. And now it's Cade Bolio. Bolio holds up out front. Right side, Brown. Brown looked inside to Joshua Graves. Graves working with three different defenders around him. Turnover, 25 on Red Lake. Substitution, Isaac Spears sitting down. Kingbird comes back in and a timeout. Time on the floor, we'll take it. 14:39 to play, 50-15. Thunderbirds lead the Warriors on Gold 101.5 and YourLiveEvent.com.
When you're on your way to the lake for a day of fishing, no matter what season it is, you need to stop by Bones 113 Bait and Tackle on Highway 113 east of Waubun. Bones carries a great supply of live, fresh bait. He has all of the fishing supplies and tackle you need to be successful on the water. Bones also has grocery items, gas at the pump, off sale, and so much more. Stop by on your way to the lake. Bones 113 Bait and Tackle, Highway 113 east of Waubun.
14:39 to play in this ball game, and a 50-15 lead for the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds. It'll be Thunderbird basketball. And it'll be Sam Zima bringing it up. Here's Zima working the ball up, working against Gordon Thompson. Over to Tanner Pasternak. Pasternak up top to Loden Clark. They loft inside, nice pass to Rolando Ellis, and he's fouled. Ellis will go to the line. Foul goes against Joshua Graves. That'll be his second. And Ellis will shoot two. Ellis had 8 points in the first half. No trips to the Mustang Seed charity stripe. First one for Rolando Ellis, no good. He'll shoot again. Next one on the way. Second one up, and that one rimmed in, rimmed out, no good. Rebound comes down to Joshua Graves. Kingbird Jr. coming across. Over to Gordon Thompson Jr. Dishes out to Jeremy Brown Jr. Now over to Cade Bolio. Bolio on the drive. Kind of lost the handle of it, and the rebound comes down to Loden Clark. Clark holding up. Right side, Tanner Pazernik down to Ellis on the baseline. Ellis, one-handed, no good. Bo Hoban there for the rebound of the putback. Good. Hoban's 5th board, 52-15. Here's Kingbird. Over to Brown. Brown stops just inside the 3 line. Now to Gordon Thompson. Bounce pass left side, Jeremy Brown. 52-15, Thunderbirds leading. And a steal, thrown right into the hands of Loden Clark. Clark, left-handed layup, no good, he's fouled. So to the line goes Loden Clark. Foul on Jeremy Brown Jr. Sends Loden Clark to the line. He's 0 of 1, he's got 14 points. First free throw is up, good. Substitution. Coming in is Bruce Taylor. Sitting down is Jeremy Brown Jr. Next free throw on the way for Loden Clark. Up, and it wouldn't fall. Rebounded by Gerald Kingbird. And he'll bring it back across. 53-15. Taylor. Backdoor cut by Kingbird. Baseline fall away is up. Won't fall. Rebound is tipped out right into the hands of Cade Bolio. And now Bolio, a little runner, no good. Rebound, fought for, and it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Red Lake. So that'll make it Thunderbird basketball. 13 minutes to play. 53-15. Zimma over to Loden Clark. Clark nearly lost the basketball back to Sam Zimma. Now over to Loden Clark as the Warriors extend their defense. Clark, little runner in the lane, no good. Rebound comes down to Cade Bolio, who's got 8 boards. Left side, here's Joshua Graves. Step back, shoot the 3, and it's no good. Sam Zimma there for the rebound. Now Zimma in trouble. Over to Loden Clark. Clark pushes it up to Tanner Pazernik. Pazernik on the 3, good. Tanner Pazernik hits the 3. It's 56-15. 12:18 to play. Kingbird, he'll step back. He'll shoot a 3, and it's good. Gerald Kingbird Jr., first bucket of the night, 56-18. Left side to Loden Clark. Clark pulls up, shoots a 3, rolls in good. Boy, that thing hung on the rim for a long time. Finally goes in, 59-18. 11:55 to play. Left side, this is Gordon Thompson. We go left side to Kingbird. Kingbird on the baseline, lost the basketball. It was tipped out of his hand. Substitution, line change. Nagani Burnett, Will Starkey, Justin Littlewolf, Tyson MacArthur, Dennis Ashley all coming in. And it'll be Thunderbird, or it'll be Red Lake basketball. 59-18. Gordon Thompson out to Cade Bolio. Bolio to Joshua Graves. Graves, jump shot on the way, and a foul called. They're going to get Nagani Burnett for the foul, his first. But it was after the shot. So the inbound goes to Bruce Taylor. And now it's Kingbird Jr. Up top, Gordon Thompson working against Dennis Ashley. Body's on the floor, still on the floor. Went right through Kingbird Jr.'s hands, then right through Dennis Ashley's hands. Substitution. And returning to the game is Justice Iceman. Sitting down is Gordon Thompson Jr., right? Justice Iceman was injured in the first half, but returned to the ball game. Cade Bolio with the basketball, 59-18. Thunderbirds leading 11:15 to play. Out front is Bruce Taylor. Taylor through traffic and a foul. And the foul goes against Tyson MacArthur. His first, team second. Goes on the floor, so it'll be Red Lake basketball. Inbound goes to Kingbird Jr. Jump shot on the way, and the rebound comes down to Kingbird Jr., who tips it over to Iceman. Now it's Bolio, has it slapped away. Turnover, other end. Here's Will Starkey. Starkey, right-handed layup, no good, and a foul on the rebound. And Tyson MacArthur called with a foul. As Justice Iceman came away with it and was coming back, and 59-18. Here's Kingbird Jr., 10:45 to play. He'll pull up a three, won't fall. Rebounded by Will Starkey. Starkey to the outlet, Dennis Ashley. Ashley calling the offense. To Tyson MacArthur, back to Dennis Ashley. They go right side to Will Starkey, who shoots a three, won't fall. Rebounded by Gerald Kingbird Jr. 7 boards for Kingbird Jr. Here comes Kingbird Jr. Baseline has it blocked off the bottom of the rim. Little Wolf comes away with the basketball. Here comes Dennis Ashley. Left side MacArthur. MacArthur the runner, and he's fouled. Foul called. Foul goes against Cade Bolio, picks up his first. Tyson MacArthur at the line. First one good. 60-18. Next one on the way. Second one good for Tyson MacArthur. Isaac Spears coming in. Cade Bolio is going to sit down. 10-10 to play. Kingbird Jr. with the basketball, pushing it up the floor to Bruce Taylor. Taylor steps back, deep three, won't fall. Rebounded by Justin Little Wolf. Little Wolf decides, hey, I'm coming out cruising. Throws it into the hands of Bruce Taylor. A turnover and then a turnover. And then what happened next? Justice Iceman with the foul. Bruce Taylor coming out. Cade Bolio back in. Inbound goes to Little Wolf. Little Wolf out to Dennis Ashley. Ashley, leaner, no good. Rebounded by Cade Bolio. 9 boards for Bolio. 9:44 to play. Here's Bolio out front. Over to Kingbird Jr. They go left side for Cade Bolio. He'll shoot that three. It won't fall. Rebounded by Nagani Burnett. Baseball pass up, and Will Starkey couldn't quite turn his receiver hands on. And it's a turnover in the Thunderbirds, their 14th. (61-18). Here is Kingbird Jr. Oh, man. Justin Little Wolf called with a blocking foul. Hilarious. He went into him, and Little Wolf just kind of, oof. Spears to Kingbird Jr. Here's Gerald Kingbird Jr. out to Cade Bolio. Bolio up top to Iceman. Iceman right side, Bolio. Bolio down to the baseline, and his shot won't quite fall. The rebound comes down to Tyson MacArthur. And MacArthur down the left side. He'll hold up, and MacArthur will continue and then lost the basketball. Spears kind of got his hand on it and guided it out of bounds. 8:45 to play. Inbound goes to Tyson MacArthur. MacArthur pops a three, and it's good. Tyson MacArthur for three. 64-18, 8:35 to play. Clock will run now the rest of the way. Kick out. This is Cade Bolio. Bolio to Justice Iceman. And the ball stolen by Will Starkey if he can catch up with it, and he does. And he holds it, gives it to Dennis Ashley, and Ashley lays it in for 2. 66-18. Here's Joshua Graves, stops, and a foul, and he hits the 3. Joshua Graves. I'm assuming that was a 3. They didn't really indicate, but I think it was. So Graves will go to the line to shoot 1. 7:48 to play. Joshua Graves at the line, 66-21 the score. Andrew Roy back into the ball game. Free throw good for Joshua Graves. He's got 11. 66-22. 7.5 to play. Here's Nagani Burnett to Little Wolf. Little Wolf out to MacArthur. Now Will Starkey. Starkey to Nagani Burnett. Leaves it out for Justin Little Wolf. Little Wolf for 3. That's no good. Rebound tipped out to Dennis Ashley. Shot off the mark. Rebound again. This time tipped out to Tyson MacArthur. MacArthur left side. Will Starkey. No look pass. Down low to Justin Little Wolf. Fouled on the turnaround jumper. Foul is on Isaac Spears, his second. Clock running, and now the Thunderbirds will send in Braxton Quall, or at least he'll look to check in. First one for Little Wolf is good. Kurt Belfi coming in. And also in is Carter Clark. Second one good for Little Wolf. I think also, if I'm not mistaken, Joe Sudar checked in. Yep. So Thunderbirds with wholesale changes. Houston Short came in as well. Out to Justice Iceman. 6 minutes to play, and it's 68-22. Here's a drive by Graves, who lost the basketball. Ball is still loose. And then Braxton Quall trying to hustle over, knock the ball out of bounds. It'll stay with Red Lake. 5:44 to play. Inbound on the way. Goes out front. This is Cade Bolio. Bolio steps back, shoots a 3, and Cade Bolio for 3. His second 3 of the night. He's got 6 points, 68-25. Carter Clark with the basketball back to Houston Short. Short will run the point. Go left side to Braxton Quall, back out to Clark. Now it's Kurt Belfi. Belfi, right side Short. Short pulls the trigger, 3 good. Houston Short's first buck of the night, a 3. 71-25. Thunderbirds leading. Here's Cade Bolio. Bolio, little flip of the wrist is good for Cade Bolio. Bolio's played a great ball game here tonight. I don't think he's left the floor for more than just a couple of minutes. Houston Short back to the way for 3. 74-27. Bolio over to Justice Iceman. Iceman out to Graves. Joshua Graves, why not the deep 3? Rebound, Iceman can't track it down. Travis Juarez Jr. coming in for Andrew Roy. 4:20 to play, 74-27, Thunderbirds leading. Houston Short will bring it up the floor. Left side to Kurt Belfi. Belfi skips it across to Houston Short, now down to Joe Sudar. Sudar baseline turnaround good. Sudar good for 2. 76-27, 4 to play. Bolio comes to the left. And now comes back to his right. Hook shot no good, rebounded by Houston Short. And then the ball knocked out of bounds. It'll stay with the Thunderbirds. Bruce Taylor coming back in. Cade Bolio sitting down. And it'll be coming up the ball, Houston Short. Left side, Belfi over to Braxton Quall. Quall going to be tied up by Justice Iceman. Iceman, he'll come off. Checking in is number 50, Stephen Rainey Jr. We'll put him in the book here. And a shot that's up and in, good for, I think that was Carter Clark that scored. Didn't see it. Looked down for a second. Joshua Graves. Right side, knocked out of bounds. They were trying to get to Stephen Rainey Jr. This 78-27, 2.5 to play. Inbound on the way. Goes to Juarez. Juarez, the jump shot won't fall. Rebounded by Carter Clark. Other end, stolen away by Bruce Taylor. Here's Taylor, and we got chaos. The ball knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Thunderbirds. 2:05 to play, 78-27 Thunderbirds. Here's Travis Juarez Jr. has it swiped away. Turnover, and back the other way, and they throw it right in the hands of Joshua Graves. Turnover, 1:45 to play. Graves coming back. Travis Juarez, this three coming up short. And the Red Lake Warriors try to get the save. They're trying to set him up to score. Here comes Houston short. Short, long distance three. No good, rebound out of bounds. So it's Juarez. Travis Juarez, he's going to stop, shoot the three, won't fall. Goes out of bounds. His last touch by the Thunderbirds. 56 seconds to play. They're trying to get him the basketball. He's going to take the jump shot, won't fall. Next rebound. Comes down to Stephen Rainey. This time he's got the jump shot. Won't fall. Gets the rebound back. He's going to try it again. Won't fall. One more time for Juarez Jr. Shot is up. Won't fall. Woo! Try it again. Oh, won't fall. Another one. Woo! He's got to move in. He's getting close. This time, off the mark. And this one not right. 7 seconds. And the off the mark, won't fall. 1 second, one more. He's going to get it up. Oh, it won't fall. Travis Juarez Jr. just couldn't get the shot to fall, and the Thunderbirds come away with the win here tonight. 78-27. Huh, what a crazy night of basketball tonight. Post-game report on the way. We'll take a break. We're going to come back. We got our Irie Insurance post-game report on the way. Final score, boys basketball. Mahnomen Waubun over Red Lake, 78-27 on Gold 101.5, KRJM and YourLiveEvent.com.
Pregame Super Value of Mahnomen is your hometown grocery store, proudly serving Mahnomen and the surrounding communities. Featuring weekly specials, a well-stocked meat department, fresh baked items from the bakery, and a great selection of fresh produce. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 9 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And you can check them out online at PregameandSuperValue.com. Pregame Super Value. They are proud to be your hometown grocery store, proudly serving Mahnomen and the surrounding communities. It's Pregame Super Value. When you're in the market for a new vehicle, check out ChristianCarsOnline.com. ChristianCarsOnline.com. Chevy, GMC, Dodge, Jeep, and Ford. They have cars, trucks, SUVs, crossovers, and so much more. ChristianCarsOnline.com. Vehicles from Christian Brothers Ford, Christian Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, and Ram, Finley Motors, and Christian Motors of Fertile. A new vehicle is what you're looking for. Visit ChristianCarsOnline.com.
Community Co-op provides energy solutions. Farm fuels, lubricants, propane, natural gas are all available to farms, homes, businesses from Community Co-op. They enjoy working with their customers to meet your fuel and energy solutions. Call 1-888-935-2281 for farm fuel pricing, contract programs, farm lubricants, propane pricing, and delivery for farm, home, business, and natural gas service. Community Co-op appreciates the business of all current and new customers.
Bank with the area's lending leader, Community Development Bank in Ogama. Open at 8:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. They offer more to serve you, their valued customers. See Robin for all of your financial needs. Boat loans, car loans, four-wheelers, business, home improvement, and vacation home loans. They do it all. Call 218-983-3241 or log on to comdevbank.com. Community Development Bank in Ogama. Member FDIC.
Proper dental health is a lifelong effort. Brushing and flossing regularly, as well as routine visits to the dentist, will help ensure that you have a mouth full of happy and healthy teeth. This friendly reminder is courtesy of Polk County and Mahnomen Public Health Child and Teen Checkups Program, reminding you to have your children and teens examined by their medical and dental provider on a regular basis. For more information about child and teen checkups, contact your local public health agency or find us on social media.
Irie Insurance post-game report here tonight. The Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds with a victory over the Red Lake Warriors in boys basketball, 78-27, as the game started out with the Thunderbirds hitting a three. Red Lake hit it two, and then Mahnomen Waubun go on a 17-0 run to open things up. They'd lead at the half, 44-11. Second half, they would just keep rolling. Running time would start up, and then the Thunderbirds would just cruise here tonight. They're now 7-2. Red Lake drops to 4-5. Mahnomen Waubun back in action tomorrow night against Lake Park Godabin in boys basketball. That's part of a doubleheader. Game summary tonight brought to you is part of our post-game report brought to you by Irie Insurance. We'll take a break, come back. Stars of the game next after this short timeout. 78-27 Thunderbirds with the win tonight on Gold 1015 and yourliveevent.com.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
Gordon Construction of Mahnomen is a Native American-owned business proudly operating on the White Earth Indian Reservation since 1983. As a bonded general contractor, Gordon Construction provides years of experience in large, detailed, and within-budget projects. Gordon Construction is committed to the safety of its employees and the environment of its work sites. To learn more about Gordon Construction of Mahnomen, visit gcmahnomen.com or call 218-935-2191.
Post-game report continuing as we're joined by the head coach of the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds tonight. John Clark Jr. joins us following a 78-27 win over the Red Lake Warriors. Ray's a nice win for the guys here tonight. A lot of energy. They moved the ball well here tonight. I just thought a pretty solid performance from start to finish. Your thoughts on this one?
Oh, I agree with you. I thought we moved the ball very well. I thought for the most part we took good shots, shots that we can make. Had some silly turnovers at times, but for the most part, I thought we were in control and got the looks we wanted. I thought we played really good defense both in our half-court trap and in our man-to-man, and really pleased with how we played man-to-man tonight. I thought we were very disruptive, and we forced them into really tough shots, and thought we held our own in the rebounds. So overall, a really, really good win.
And I thought there was a lot more energy on the floor tonight. It just seemed like your kids came out from start to finish, just never lost that spark.
Yeah, I was worried about that before the game because it was kind of a quiet gym during the girls' game for some reason. It didn't seem like there was a lot of energy in the gym, and we talked about that pregame, and I thought our bench did a good job of hyping each other up, and Good energy. Yeah, I think hopefully that's the norm for us, because we had a couple where we didn't have some energy and it didn't go so well. So good to see them back with that spring in their step.
You know, and again, just such a solid rotation you have. I mean, you said it in the beginning of the season that, you know, you could start one of many kids each night. And I thought tonight, you know, everybody just really played at a very even level.
Right, and that's you know, that's a big asset for us, is our depth, and you know, they all bring a little something different to the table, and it's you know, we can bring a really good shooter off the bench, we can bring a kid that plays really good defense, a good kid that can rebound. So obviously a luxury to have. Sure is nice. You know, if somebody doesn't have it, other kids are stepping up.
You got Lake Park Audubon tomorrow night, rescheduled game. You got a busy week this week. Lake Park Audubon's playing pretty decent basketball. That should be another good contest for you.
It should be. You know, a good tough conference game, and new coach, new style looks like. They have some length and they have some good shooters. So will definitely be a good test. Good for us tonight to get some kids some rest. You know, we didn't have to play our starters a whole lot, so shouldn't have to worry about the back-to-back game. They should be ready to go.
Seemed like they were having fun tonight, though.
It did. You know, that's pretty neat. You know, cheering for each other, that's huge. That goes a long ways. That's something that can be taken for granted, is when you have kids that genuinely cheer for each other and hope for success. Seen it the other way, where there's been some animosity, so it's nice for this. And had a ball watching a young kid from Red Lake try to get a basket there. I sure wish he would have dribbled in and shot a layup, but he was determined to shoot that corner jumper. I just wish it would have went in.
Well, we'll have the game tomorrow night. Ray's on the radio and on video. Appreciate the time after. You can give this to Tanner. And best of luck tomorrow night.
Thank you very much, Sean.
You bet. John Clark Jr. is the head coach of the Thunderbirds, joining us here following the victory over Red Lake. Our stars of the game tonight are brought to you by Pinehurst Resort, beautiful North and South Twin Lakes near Nadawash. The Bonspiel coming up this weekend. 3 days and nights of curling. Looking forward to some fun there with the Bonspiel at Pinehurst Resort. Stars tonight from Red Lake. Cade Bolio, the star from Red Lake. I thought he played really well here tonight. From Mahnomen Waubun, 3 stars. Tanner Pazdernik, solid performance tonight. Also Sam Zimma, who had a great game, and Loden Clark, stars tonight. Stars are brought to you by Pinehurst. Take a quick timeout. We'll come back. Subway Super Sub of the Game, brought to you by Subway, is coming up after this timeout with YourLiveEvent.com and Gold 101.5.
Whether it's plumbing or heating, call the professionals with Hoban's Plumbing and Heating, 218-983-3611. Hoban's Plumbing and Heating works with Rheem water heaters, Temstar furnaces, and they also work with geothermal, northern heat pumps, and they have North Star water softeners that you can buy or rent. Whether it's plumbing or heating, contact the professionals with Hoban's Plumbing and Heating to get the job done. Hoban's Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving the Lakes area and beyond for over 30 years. Call 218-983-3611.
Subway Super Sub of the Game brought to you by Subway and Ada. They invite you to eat fresh. Tonight, the sub of the game goes to Justin Littlewolf for the Mahnomen Waubun Thunderbirds. Pretty solid performance by the senior. I thought he did a great job. So congratulations to Justin Littlewolf. He's our Subway Super Sub of the Game. He's brought to you by Subway and Ada. He'll get a free 6-inch sub. Our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game brought to you by Enbridge. Tonight, it goes to Tanner Pazdernik. Thought he came out and started hitting some big shots, played solid from start to finish. So congratulations to Tanner Pazdernik, our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Gets a free t-shirt courtesy of Enbridge and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Moving right along as we get into our stats here tonight to get things rounded out. The numbers are brought to you by Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile. We'll start with Red Lake. Led in scoring tonight by Joshua Graves with 11 points, 3 boards. It was Cade Bolio, 8 points, 9 boards. Gerald Kingbird Jr., 3.7 boards. Isaac Spears, 4 points, 2 boards. Jeremy Brown Jr., 1.1 board. From the free throw line here tonight, it was Red Lake going 4 of 5 from the line. They had 24 rebounds and 30 turnovers as they dropped to 4 and 5. For Mahnomen Waubun tonight, led in scoring by Loden Clark, 18 points, 5 boards. It was Bo Hoban, 4 points, 5 boards. Sam Zimmer, 9 points, 3 boards. Houston Short ends the night 6 points, 2 boards. It was Dennis Ashley, 5 points, 3 boards. Tyson MacArthur, 7 points, 5 boards. It was tonight Tanner Pasternak, 11 points and a board. Rolando Ellis, 8 points, 2 boards. Justin Littlewolf, 6 points, 5 boards. Carter Clark, 2 points and a board. And Joe Sudar, 2 points. Mahnomen Waubun went 9 of 15 from the line. They had 35 rebounds tonight and 16 turnovers. The Thunderbirds are 7-2. That'll do it for the broadcast. Thanks to all the sponsors. They make it possible. Patronize the fine advertisers that you've heard throughout the broadcast. Thank you to my YourLiveEvent.com engineer tonight, Sadie Peterson, doing an excellent job. I appreciate it. Thanks to you, the listener, for tuning in. Final score tonight, high school boys basketball, Mahnomen Waubun over Red Lake, 78-27. From the Mahnomen High School Gymnasium tonight on Gold 101.5, I'm Sean Bierk. Have a great night, everybody.